Wait a minute.
Hey, Julie Brissell here. Hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesday, where you never know what the topic's going to be, or, maybe I just might run on time. Maybe. But I knew I was going to be running a few minutes late tonight because that's just the way the day rolled, and that's just how it worked out. And it's always something, it's Wacky Wednesday. But hey, friends, welcome, and thanks for joining in on this Wacky Wednesday. As always, if you hear something that resonates with you, feel free to leave me a little bit of love. Answer the question in the thread. Share the video with anyone you think it might help, and PM me if you have questions or just want to hear a little bit more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I really hope that they benefit you. So hey friends, hey, welcome to my kitchen for a little bit of kitchen conversation. I appreciate you popping in, whether it is live right now or you are catching on the replay. It's always fun to spend a few minutes catching up with friends. So as I said, I'm always going to be sharing a short story, what I learned, and hopefully how it can benefit to you. And even ask a question at the beginning. I think I conveniently forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. But hey, welcome. I do see friends joining in. And hey, if I happen to miss you, do me a favor and let me know, give me a shout or a hey, and let me know that you popped in, not I popped in. And let me know that you popped in. I would appreciate that. I would love to see, and I usually miss you, and it is because I still peek at my notes. No matter what, I still peek at them. But I'd appreciate if you leave me a shout and let me know that you popped in, or like I said, answer the question, because I usually miss people when they pop in. So for tonight's question, what is your biggest fear and have you ever beaten it? Were you afraid of public speaking? And I know that that's most people's biggest fear because, who wants to take the opportunity to talk in front of a large group of people staring down at you? We're all in a cold sweat and freaking out. Or maybe you have a fear of something else. But if so, I'd love to know what your biggest fear was. Did you beat it? Or, were you afraid of public speaking? I'd love to know. Oh, hey friends, I missed you as you popped in. I'm so sorry. Hey Joe, it's great to see you. Hey Kim, nice to see you, lady. I hope you're doing well. Oh, there you are. Hey Joe, I hope you and the family are doing well. Okay, so I'm gonna head back, and as I see more and more joining in, I will welcome you. So like I was saying, oh, there you go. Hey Gail, it is great to see you, lady. Thanks for popping in. I hope you and your family are doing well. So for the question for the night, I already answered mine. Hey Eli, good to see you, dude. Hey, at school as well. Hope you all are doing well. So as most people know, if you've ever seen any of my videos before, that my biggest fear was always public speaking. It was the biggest and most debilitating problem that I had, and I would avoid it at all costs. And whether it was in high school, whether it was my college courses, whether it was jobs, I would be sitting there in cold sweat. My mind would go blank, and I'd be breathing hard. I'd be dry mouth. I'd have an upset stomach. I'd feel like I want to toss up my cookies. So I'd avoid it like the plague, hide under a rock, anything you can do to avoid it. And I see a few more joining in. Hey, I missed you. Sorry about that. Welcome to Wacky Wednesday, friends. And like I said, I hated speaking, and I'd avoid it like the plague. Even when it came to like volleyball banquets years ago when I was coaching in high school. And I was fortunate though, I would say consider lucky, that I never had to be the keynote speaker, and I never had to really run the banquet, that I just had to get up, give my quick little speech and pop off and be done. And I barely survived those. So like I said, I was hated speaking, and I was definitely afraid of screwing it up. But one day in a class, I was challenged to post a live video with like a mini speech. Okay, yeah, that didn't go so well. I was terrified. I procrastinated. I hid literally for days. I thought there was no way, I'm gonna embarrass myself in my video, and, in front of all my family and friends, and everyone was going to see this. and they were gonna laugh at me. No thanks, there's just no way I could put myself through that kind of embarrassment. But after a lot of procrastinating and arguing that maybe I needed to do this to try to get over that fear, I decided I was gonna go ahead and make the video. Oh, and there are a few more joining in. Hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesday. Maybe you have a public speaking fear like I do, and I'm still not over it, but maybe you'll stick around and hear the rest. So I practiced, for a week inside and out so that I would know it, and in every possible, exercise and every possible way to prepare for this. And even though I had to, hit that live button, I procrastinated for like 5 to 20 minutes for that too, but I finally hit the live button. I delivered the speech, cold sweat, wanting to throw up, thinking I was gonna die, mind going blank, but I still had my notes. But I survived. And I actually received some positive feedback from it. And it definitely helped my confidence level, just that tiny bit. And I could function through the fear. And that was something very new for me. And recently, I had the opportunity to speak in front of the entire elementary and middle school. 325, maybe plus staff, faculty, and students to honor my 8th grade volleyball team for their accomplishment and winning for the consolation championship. And we had to present the lovely hardware to the school and the board and the superintendent. Really fun moment. Hey, welcome friends. It's great to see you. I'm glad you could pop in. Hopefully you'll stay tuned in for the rest of Wacky Wednesday. And maybe you'll answer the question too. But like I was saying, we wanted to present the hardware to the entire school. And I was terrified. I resisted the idea. I said, I can't, I'm too scared. There's just no way that I can do this. I can't talk in front of 300 people. I mean, what if I screw it up again? Or what if I screw it up totally? How many people are gonna make fun of me and have people looking at me with that stupid look? I couldn't, I was frozen. But about 2 minutes later, after giving it some thought and, kind of berating myself for being silly, and I changed my mind. I said, you know what? I don't want to do this, but I have to. If I'm going to talk to my team about being mentally tough and pushing beyond your comfort zone, then I guess I'm going to have to do it too. Because, no one wants to be proven a hypocrite, right? Hey, Lori, it is good to see you, lady. I hope you and your family are doing well. So, I just find I'll do it. I'm not gonna have someone speak for me. This is my team. I'm proud of these guys. I'm gonna talk about them. So I got up in front of the entire school, hands shaking, notes in hand, and I managed to deliver a speech. I didn't screw it up much. I can't say that I sounded perfectly confident, but I was able to make it through. And no one laughed. I even received a few positive comments from some students the next day and throughout the next week. And I'm still shocked at that. I didn't think it was that good. But the important point was that I survived. I didn't die. And that was the key. Yes, I had to battle the shakes, the fear, the stress, the cold sweat, the hands that were shaking like a leaf. Luckily, no one saw, or at least most didn't see. And could I do it again? Probably, if I had to. And that's also an important step too. But what I learned from the situation is that if you're afraid of something, you gotta push through it anyways. You gotta do it no matter how scared you are, or how much you're cold sweating, or how much your hands are shaking, or if your mind has gone blank, or if you still wanna toss your cookies. You gotta step outside your comfort zone, and you gotta do it often. Because it's the only way to beat down your fear and overcome it instead of allowing it to destroy you. I allowed mine to destroy and prevent me from enjoying a good part of my life, because I'd rather hide from it than deal with it. Maybe call me the queen of denial, I don't know. but you also don't want to let that fear destroy your chance to be happy, to enjoy your life, to smile more. And hiding from speaking or delivering a speech in front of the entire school, yeah, I'm still going to be afraid of it the next time that opportunity presents itself. But I know that I could survive it. And I know that by overcoming and trying to overcome that fear, that I'm going to be happier, that I'm going to be a lot stronger because I stepped out of my comfort zone. And I feel like because I've been willing to step outside of my comfort zone and beat my fear of public speaking, that it's really benefited my family, my coaching, my business, and my personal life as well. It's been a huge benefit. So if you heard something that resonated with you, or maybe you've beaten your own fear in the same way, I'd appreciate it if you would leave a little bit of love, or even pop your biggest fear and answer the question in the thread. Share the video with anyone you think it might help or might need to hear a positive message. And PM me if you would like to hear some strategies that I've found valuable to help you beat that biggest fear, to help you overcome it and not allow it to destroy you. I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to sit here and claim that I do. But I share what I've learned with you in the hopes that you can find some benefit out of it too. So if you're giving a speech for a live video or whatever your biggest fear is, maybe it's climbing a mountain, maybe it's heights, maybe it's playing an instrument, whatever it happens to be. Your fear is preventing you from being happy, from living your best life, from moving forward, from achieving your goals. And what I learned, and what you can learn, is how not allowing your fear to destroy you and prevent you from living your best life. So you need to step out of your comfort zone, and you need to do it often. You need to beat those fears and not allow them to destroy your happiness. So step out of your CZ, your comfort zone. Kick those fears, because they're only holding you back. I'll catch you later.